Welcome back again to the breeding project. And for this breeding project we used a female Aragoka and 2 male Sanker. We had hours and hours of spawning, resulting in thousands of eggs. And we did share a lot about these eggs in our last video. You have seen how the 2 eyes start to become visible in each of the eggs, and also that movement in the egg starts. And finally, you have also seen that a few of the eggs started hatching after about 76 hours. So let's continue and now see where we will get. One day later, the first thing of the day is of course observing our little baby koi fry. Let's see how they are doing today. If we check our self-made brushes, you can see that there are actually a lot of little koi in it. Most of them are not really swimming yet. And also at the bottom of the tank there are many of these little fry. In the first 24 hours it is not yet needed that we give any food to these koi. You will have to start feeding when the fry starts to freely roam around in the tank, searching for food. They will first come up to the surface to gasp for oxygen. This is actually one of the reasons why a fry tank should not be too deep, so it should be a little bit more shallow. And after that they will start to swim around slowly, searching for little insects like daphnia to feed on. To maintain water quality, I'm still using a lot of water changes day in day out. This is really the most important thing to do right now. I'm using this nylon mesh net of about 300 micron to remove water out of the spawning tank to prevent that I suck out any of the baby fry. And I'm removing about 20 to 30% water each time and replace it with fresh water. It still looks like more and more fry is appearing. It is now about 36 hours after first hatching. If I look at the bottom of the spawning tank, we really see hundreds, probably thousands of fry. And some of these are actually already starting to swim. And that surely is good news as well, as that means we are now actually getting closer to actually give the fry a little bit of food. And it also means that possibly more difficulties might come up soon, as I didn't prepare any brine shrimps for them. I did prepare some daphnia, but that is a little bit for a later stage when the fry is a few days older. What I will be feeding them is egg jolt. Just boil some eggs, take the yellow egg jolt out and mix it together with a bit of water. Egg jolt is really lightweight, making it almost float in the water. So the water will become really cloudy. If you don't have any live food to provide to your koi, this is really a good option. What I prefer to do is to give them egg jolt in small amounts, but a lot of times each day, so about 5, 6 or sometimes even 7 days daily is no problem at all. There's only one problem with egg jolt, and that is that it pollutes your water really heavily. So if you use egg jolt as fry food, make sure that you do a lot of water changes all day long. The outside fry pool is not heated, so over the days the water temperature here became a little bit cooler. For that reason I think it took a little bit longer before the koi fry actually started to appear. I think this pool is about half a day behind to the other tank we showed before. And surely also here everything is doing quite well. We have a lot of fry that are slowly also starting to move. So I mentioned this pool is about half a day behind, and if you look closely now then you can actually see what I mean, because most of the koi are now just sitting on the plants. While in the inside tank that I showed before, actually most of them by now have already started swimming, and that's also why we started feeding egg jolt over there. But here we have to give it a little bit more time. What I did during the last couple of days is release a native daphnia actually every day. And over the days, more and more daphnia have started to appear. Also because, of course, they are breeding naturally by themselves. This way I have a way of providing food to the baby koi in a natural way, live food actually, which is really good at this stage. The reason for that is that this way the baby koi always have something to eat. In between the times I feed egg jolt, the fry can just eat some daphnia. I do expect that in the next week the number of daphnia in here will continue to increase and increase. Simply because the size of the daphnia becomes too large quite early on, meaning they cannot be eaten and will keep reproducing and reproducing.